Hello and welcome back to GSA and the first race of this Super Mario Odyssey 80% League tournament. Today, we've got LilKirbs versus Chaospringle. I am Scotch and Tie Guy. You call me Scotch. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Big race here today. A lot of good races lined up as well. Chaospringle in that second place spot, just over Tyrone, wanting to possibly take the lead for at least a short time before Mitch's race later today. Definitely wants to stay in the lead, considering Tyrone plays MeWe at 5:15. So pretty big race there, but LilKirbs wanting to grab some points here once again. Waypoints work. First place gets 60 points automatically, and every 10 seconds off, the loser succeeds a point to the winner. So the loser can get a max of 30, and the winner can get a max of 90. We are off to the races. Got the cam on Chaos's side, no cam on Kirbs' side. Obviously, a lot of news here in the Super Mario Odyssey community, but we'll talk about that more with Tyrone and MeWe's race once again at 5:15. Lineup of races today. 6:30, Mitch versus Danger. 7:45, Tylotech versus Lucidity. 9 o'clock, Stravos versus Dansta. That should be a good one. 10:15, Reals versus Equan. It's all Eastern Standard Time Zone. Seeing to grab on Mr. Frog. Job with the vectors so far here. LilKirbs a little bit quicker there, but gets caught up. Doesn't get on that second ledge. So Chaos with the early lead because of his mistake, and LilKirbs another mistake here, moving left side. Chaos once again with the early lead heading into Cascade. Nothing major just yet. Obviously, we're only 2 minutes into this race. But thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to check out the commands in chat, ! schedule, for the full schedule of everything that GSA has going on. SMO is Monday. All day Monday, races from essentially 4 o'clock on. Tuesday, Task Tuesdays, World Record Wednesdays. Thursday is Super Mario 64 Division 2 and Celeste. Friday is Super Mario 64 Division 1, and then Super Mario Maker 2 are on Saturday and Sunday. So those schedules are hard set. You know what you want to watch, make sure to check that out. Exclamation point bracket to see where all your favorite runners are at, how many points they have, and where they are in the league standings. Exclamation point YT and exclamation point YouTube for the YouTube channel. All reruns are posted there if you missed a run, or if you just want to rewatch a run, make sure to check it out there on the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. And you've got the Onyx. Nice, easy way to get a free sub. Check in every 12 hours. Chaos moving up towards Madame Brutal. No problem with the trampoline. LilKirbs following suit, just barely getting in there. Making sure to grab all of those coins. Coin count very important for those shop moons. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. you can drop a sub, that'd be great. No ads, and you support us here at GSA in a big way. Onyx, if you get that free sub, we'd love it if you dropped it here. 500 points gets you a free sub. If you play that free game Golf Clash, get some more points. Last but not least, exclamation point Legends. Talks about GSA Legends. Mid-November, we're teaming up with BTS Studios. A little bit of Super Smash and a little bit of speed running. ZFG is going to be there. Pretty big. Chaos going for a chest clip. LilKirbs doing the same. LilKirbs not able to get the clip done, so we'll lose a little bit of time. Heading into Cascade now. Or heading into Sand now. Big thing here is that DSTA daylight savings time abuse that we do. Both these guys look pretty lined up for it. As long as they're underneath that 7-minute mark or around that 7-minute mark, they should be fine. Get it done. Okay, that's good movement over to the first moon, dropping that nut in. Kirbs doing the same. And Chaos grabbing the bird moon, and we'll drop into the pipe. Again, just under that 7-minute mark. Kirbs pretty smooth into the pipe there. Uh-oh. Chaos with the bonk. Kirbs with a slight opportunity here to make up some precious seconds. And as Chaos exits, Kirbs enters the shop. Looking on behind those shopkeepers. Good rollouts here. And here we come into the heart of Sand Kingdom, really this tough section. We're gonna stay around this area for a good minute or so. Grabbing these moons. LilKirbs with the up throw. Not sure if he meant to do that. But Chaos going for that up throw for the dram. That was intentional for sure. Kirbs doing the same. Good dram from Chaos. Good dram from Kirbs. So we're off to a good start here in Sand. It's going to come down to how well these guys can do Jaxie skip, really. And Chaos not as close to that pillar as he wanted to be. Kirbs doing a little bit better of a job getting closer, but really you want to be on top of that moon, essentially, with that pillar. Kirbs is definitely a little bit further away than he wanted to be. And having trouble here. Giving time back to LilKirbs. It's tight now. Jaxie skip. will be their make or break. Good job from both these guys. Get a good idea of just how far apart they are heading out of sand. Rolling towards this cactus now. Good ground pounds on both sides of the screen. Seemed like Chaos kind of slowed down a little bit through that section there on top of that hill. I could be wrong. Looks like he just slowed down just a little bit. And the one throw on the notes. One throw on notes from Kirbs as well. Chaos kind of shaking his head. He realizes he lost a little bit of time there at the end of sand. We'll see when Chaos globes 10:03, 10:05, 2 seconds difference. So Kirbs certainly making up time here in sand. Very nice job from LilKirbs, keeping his head down. Chaos, a little bit out of sorts. Not too bad, though. All the major moves were completed just fine in sand. Lake Kingdom, going to be talking about that lake clip here in just a moment. Only really major important movement here in this kingdom is that pretty much the rest of the kingdom is very straightforward, although mistakes can be made. We've seen it happen. LilKirbs nearly grabbing that stack of coins. Might grab it on the way out. Nope. Bouncing just out of reach. Setting up now. Late Night Ronnie, the man with the sub. Two very nice lake clips here. Pretty much identical. It's exactly what you want to see. You want to see two very good lake clips exactly like that. Get the okay sign there from Chaos. Not perfect, but you know what? That's okay. I think that deserves the okay there. Once again, Late Night Ronnie. Great commentator. I much appreciate his co-commentary. Ness, thank you so much for the sub. Shout outs to that guy. Interesting movement you got to see there from both of these guys. Chaos kind of going up and then coming down, but LilKirbs kind of going down and a little bit up. But these guys should maintain that 2 second difference. 12:56, 55. Globe from Chaos, 12:57, 58 from LilKirbs. So maybe a second and a half to 2 seconds difference. Not much more than that, though. Very close race. Exactly what you want to see here early. But things can change, and they have changed here in Wooded many a times. A couple things these guys got to look out for. Nut clip being the big one to start. See if these guys decide to go the tree route. I expect both of them to do so. It's kind of standard at this point if you're in the top 10 on the leaderboards, you know, for that tree route. Got to make sure not to go into the deep woods. No problems with the bunny and the rock. Now, Chaos going to be under a little bit of pressure here. You know, I'll continue to say, Wooded, you know, is really that halfway point where it gets tough. And we see right here, Chaos going to be gaining about a second or two to LilKirbs taking this tree route. LilKirbs will be picking up the Story Moon with the Piranha Plant, but going straight for the Nut Clip now. Gets out of bounds. Chaos going to be heading in that direction as we speak. LilKirbs falling, though, needing to recover. Doesn't take the fall into Deep Woods, fortunately, but not in dire straits now. Oh, and he will take the dive, but he will recover, fortunately, but unfortunately having to pull that lever. So he will not take the dive into the Deep Woods. Chaos also having trouble now with this Nut Clip. Needs to be careful. I mean, this is critical here for Chaos. Huge opportunity to make up time, but obviously losing time with this. Needs to get back in bounds here. LilKirbs didn't pick up that moon out of bounds, so he will be taking on Spewart. And with the early sewers, LilKirbs will be losing a ton of time here. Chaos still on that standard route, getting past the fuzzies now. LilKirbs heading out of the sewer. Big development here. Really unfortunate. LilKirbs making up a ton of time in sand and lake. Precious seconds difference. But now, really unfortunate. Not only messing up Nut Clip, but also not getting the moon at all. Unfortunately, this race will not maintain that difference. I mean, just right here, LilKirbs losing a ton of time to that Story Moon. But he, interestingly, you know, he's recovered here. He is really, regardless of the route difference, just kind of, again, put his head down and done what he needs to get done to get it done quick. Chaos. Oh, taking a little bit of damage there. Not getting the bounce that he was looking for. Being paralyzed there for just a moment. Here's where LilKirbs will be taking on Spewart real quick. Unfortunately, this is going to lose him a ton of time. Able to pick up some coins, though, on the way. But Chaos will be heading out of Wooded now. And we'll be seeing Cloud Kingdom here in just a moment. These Story Moons just take up so much time, unfortunately. And typically, we avoid pretty much all. We avoid all the Story Moons in Wooded if we can. But unfortunately, LilKirbs not only having to do one Story Moon, but both Story Moons that we have to do here. And suddenly, a 1.5 second difference is now expanded significantly. 13, 14 entrants into the Bowser fight. Good grab there to start Chaospringle. We'll see if he goes for... He is going to go for that hint art. Oh, and he misses it. He misses the hint art. So, oh no, and he's having a very poor Bowser fight now. So LilKirbs about 34 seconds behind with an opportunity to make up some time here. Not only with the hint art, which saves about a second or two. He will not be going for the hint art. So no hint art from LilKirbs, but he can save time if he grabs this, which he does. And Chaos is just absolutely not happy with that fight at all. Not only missing the hint art, but messing up that second phase. So tough one from Chaos. LilKirbs. Done. Making up probably about 2 to 3 seconds in that fight. Maybe a little more. We'll see here at the end of Lost. Chaos needs to be careful. LilKirbs hasn't made too many minor mistakes. Chaos, on the other hand, making those minor mistakes that we've been seeing. LilKirbs making the big mistake, though. Missing that nut clip in Wooden really being the deciding factor right now. Chaos just minor mistakes here. Make sure to activate Klepto. And Chaos is going to try to trigger the torpedo optimally. Taking a fall. Oh no, and the death! Oh no, this is huge. This is a massive opportunity for LilKirbs. Chaos having to start completely from the beginning. This is massive. A huge development. LilKirbs taking his time. That is the right move right there. Taking his time, making sure that he can grab this moon right here. Not even attempting to trigger the torpedo and doing it the quote-unquote optimal route. Just getting the torpedo out of the way safely and securing the lead. He just needs to grab this moon here. Even if he takes a death here, it's fine. Brings him over to the Odyssey. Obviously, he wants to do it optimally. He does. What a way for this to happen. I mean, if you were watching the race, you kind of had the feeling that Chaos was kind of a little out of sorts. Minor mistakes, just a big mistake was waiting to happen. And that death there in Lost will be the first death of the race, and it will decide Chaos's fate here to start, giving up a 30-second advantage to Kirbs, who will hold the lead into Night Metro. This is important for Chaos as far as the standings go. Because, as I stated earlier, Tyrone faces Miwi, and if Tyrone's recent developments in his consistency is any sort of indication of how that race will go, I expect that Tyrone will have a pretty secure win there against Miwi. Miwi, who hasn't been playing super consistently, coming in with times such as a 105s, 106s. So possibly, we're looking at Tyrone grabbing 90 points With 90 points, Tyrone will certainly take that second place spot in the league. Mitch with that first place spot, obviously. So Chaos really needs to win this if he wants to have a good spot in the playoffs, because you don't want to play against someone, to start at least, who is closer to you in the standings. You obviously want to play someone a little bit who you have an advantage over, obviously. LilKirbs having a little trouble with this this Mecha Woodland fight to start. But the top 8 in the league get in, and obviously, number 1 plays number 8, number 2 plays number 7, number 3 plays number 6. You want to play the more inconsistent players. So you need wins, you need points to hold on to it. Okay pattern there from LilKirbs. Done very cleanly, not needing to take any extra shots. Chaos taking a hit, unfortunately, and missing the last shot. So taking up a little bit of time there, unfortunately. But to recap, the first 26 minutes of this race started off with Chaos taking an early lead because of LilKirbs' mistake in Cap Kingdom, getting caught up with the frog vectors, unfortunately. So a slight lead from Chaos to start, but Cascade and Sand saw LilKirbs make up a little bit of time, slowly but surely breaking it down to about 1.5 to 2 seconds. And then the tragic mistake from LilKirbs with Nut Clip, giving Chaos a 34-second lead. But then going into Lost, Chaos taking the death. Good drive-by there from LilKirbs. Chaos will need to match that. Chaos with the death and Lost, giving up that 34-second lead and succeeding it to LilKirbs, who now has about 5 to 10 second lead, it seems. Maybe a little more, even. LilKirbs looking very, very good right now. Again, I mean, other than the major mistake of Nut Clip, not really anything to speak of with LilKirbs, and that's what you want to see. It comes down to these small mistakes, really. You see early leads taken simply because of movement. Mitch, for instance, the reason why he is in first place, it comes down to his movement is so clean. Over time, those inconsistencies will show. And Chaos taking the death, just not as consistent. Into bullet building now. Very important right here. Can Chaos nail it down? Mistakes are compiling. LilKirbs playing cleanly, though, gets the grab. Very quick moon grab. Oh, no. Can he? He can. Chaos just fine. Uh-oh. LilKirbs. A little bit of a ledge grab there on the skyscraper. Not exactly what you were looking for there. Chaos. A little bit quicker through that section. Uh-oh, bonk from LilKirbs. Minor mistakes are starting to fill up here on LilKirbs' side. Chaos keeping it clean. Both these guys will be grabbing hint art. Chaos missing the hint art in cloud, and LilKirbs not even attempting at it. There we go. Hint art from LilKirbs is fine. Targeted. Nice ground pound there from LilKirbs to grab that hidden moon. Let's see if Chaos can do the same. He cannot, so we'll be having to do a second ground pound. And a weird bonk there from LilKirbs in the people's room. But able to get that done. Chaos making up a little bit of time here, it seems, in Day Metro. Cleaning up the mistakes. We'll see what the time difference is heading out of here. LilKirbs very close to a sub 30. 30:03 Lobe there. And a 30:10, so 7 seconds now. Seven seconds of difference. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less than 7 seconds as we head into Snow Kingdom. So Chaos starting to clean things up. LilKirbs, on the other hand, a couple of mistakes are starting to show. Started very, very good in the first half of this race, but this race is not over. We've got about 30 minutes left of this race to go. Maybe a little bit less if you can see some sub hours. As these guys go over to talk to Captain Toad, I want to say thank you so much for joining us here at GSA. Love to see chat active. Much appreciated. If you can, if you've got the money, if you've got the ability to do so, we would love it if you supported us here at GSA with a sub. If you've got some bits that you can drop, that'd be great as well. Much appreciated. We do a lot here at GSA. And we're trying to give you guys more, so we'd love it if you could help us out. And LilKirbs having trouble with the boxes here. Not able to get that jump. See if LilKirbs goes for this clip. Looks like he's setting up for it. Not getting it, though. Chaos. It doesn't look like he'll get it either, unfortunately. So neither guy getting this snow clip. Oh no. LilKirbs. Not getting a very good ground pound there. And we are back to a very, very close race. Could come down to how well these guys... Uh-oh. And LilKirbs will be giving up the lead now. Not able to get this last spiky boy. Big mistake there from LilKirbs. I mean, it was so simple there for him. He had the spiky lined up, ready to go. Well, here we go. Good Goombas from both these guys. This one's pretty standard. I mean, you don't see runners making mistakes here, really. And Chaos heading on over to grab this last story moon. And it looks like it's going to come down to how well these guys can do Snowdram. If, you know, Chaos will retain the lead, if he'll give the lead back to LilKirbs, or if LilKirbs will give more time to Chaos before heading into Seaside. Warmer climates. Get your sunscreen. Beautiful Seaside Resort. is volleyball. We won't be playing any volleyball, but if you'd like to, you got that going on. Plenty of seltzer. If you've got that, if you're a fan of gin, we've got some tonic for you. But chaos. Snow Dram gets it. Just it seemed like he got that just barely. LilKirbs will want to do the same, and plenty of room there for LilKirbs. So 2 good Snow Drams. No problems at all. And LilKirbs, again, small mistakes here. Not able to globe right when he wanted to there, so giving, again, a little bit more time. Into Seaside. Pretty simple kingdom. We have seen mistakes made with Cliffside, though. Those cliff movement, you know, can be kind of tricky. Don't see it too often, but don't want to jinx it just yet. Chaos having no trouble at all with it to start. Not happy with that movement. So he's doubling back real quick to make sure that he gets it. So giving a little bit of time to LilKirbs. But LilKirbs, once again, making mistakes here. Uh-oh, LilKirbs having trouble with these cliffs. Once again, giving up a little bit more time. This is a point where LilKirbs needs to stop giving up time. The second half of this race, you're talking about moving into what's really crunch time. You know, after Seaside. Seaside's pretty simple other than those cliffs. You talk about the easiest clip in the game. That cheap, that fish clip that we talk about all the time. Although we have seen runners make mistakes there, trying to do it too optimally. LilKirbs needs to kind of, again, buckle down. And caught up there on the ledge, not grabbing the moon. Again, very minor mistakes here. Well, good fish clip from Chaos. LilKirbs doing the same. Chaos doing a good job staying out of bounds here, not needing to talk to the Sphinx. LilKirbs getting a little close there. Needs to be careful. Oh, very narrowly clipped back in, but able to avoid it. I mean, he was very, very close to clipping back in, which would have been absolutely fatal. But not giving up too much time. Luncheon Kingdom coming up. There's only really a couple more spots. There's only a couple more spots really where LilKirbs can make up time. So it's going to come down to his decision as to what kind of strats he wants to use heading into luncheon. First up, salt movement. That salt pile. Again, not too difficult. I have seen runners have trouble with it. Chaos. No trouble at all. LilKirbs will want to be following suit there. And good salt movement from LilKirbs as well. And good movement into this Spewart fight for Chaos. LilKirbs will be seeing Spewart for a second time. Usually you only see him the one time and then in the Mecha Brutal fight, but obviously the mistake that we saw from LilKirbs. Not helping him out here. Saw Kraken dropping some bits, much appreciated. Chaos might be sweating a little bit here. Things are heating up. You could say that things are cooking here in Luncheon. How close this race is. And here we go. Really get into Luncheon now. These cliffs can be kind of tricky, just weird angles, but these guys know where to jump and where not to jump. Going to be trying to avoid a booty burn. Taking the bonk there on the hot pot. LilKirbs going to be taking a ground pound instead. Grabbing the Podobo. Chaos. Heading into the infamous Forks room. Talking pretty close now, as LilKirbs is heading into Forks as well. Oh no, LilKirbs taking a huge dive, a very, very, very long dive here in Forks. I mean, that's going to be the mistake that he can't recover from. That might be the decider here, unfortunately, for LilKirbs. As Chaos takes a booty burn. Heading over to this cheese. Just unfortunately not grabbing that fork and taking that really unfortunate death. Not a whole lot that LilKirbs can do now. But Luncheon wreaking havoc. Kirbs taking a bonk. Just narrowly getting on that edge. And LilKirbs not getting really weird. Grabbing the lever, but then also grabbing the pan bro. So as Chaos finishes up here in Luncheon. We'll get a time for you guys. globing at 44.23. Get a good idea of what the time difference here is as we head into Ruin. And I mean, two pretty clean luncheons other than LilKirbs taking that death in the Forks room. Again, Chaos with the 44.23 globe and a 44.55.56. So just a little over 30 seconds difference. And again, there's not a whole lot of time left for LilKirbs to make up time. I mean, we're coming down to the last 15 minutes. Gotta see a huge mistake from Chaos. We've seen mistakes with shards. We've seen mistakes with the Mecha Brutal fight. Only big thing you gotta look out for in Moon Kingdom is that Moon Cave skip. Taking a death in the final sequence, really. That's really what it's going to come down to for LilKirbs. Can certainly grab plenty of points, though. But as we are in Ruined Kingdom, just want to drop a couple of commands for you guys. Exclamation point schedule, see the full schedule of everything that GSA has going on. Every day is scheduled with races and other speedrun variety stuff. Monday is Super Mario Odyssey, obviously. From 4 o'clock, pretty much on. Tuesday is Task Tuesdays. Task videos shown all day Tuesday. Wednesdays, World Record Wednesdays. Thursday, you got Super Mario 64 Division 2 and Celeste. Friday is Super Mario 64 Division 1. And then Saturday and Sunday is all dedicated to Super Mario Maker 2. That new league that's going on. Pretty exciting stuff. So if there's something in particular you want to watch, it's all scheduled already. So make sure to put that on your calendar. And then outside of that, we have variety going on 24/7. Outside of the races. So even if you say to yourself, oh man, there's no races going on, there's certainly something going on here on the GSA channel that you might want to check out. Exclamation point bracket. See where your favorite runners are at, who they have to go up against, and where they are in the league standings. Points being the huge thing here, very important in these leagues. Exclamation point YouTube or exclamation point YT for the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. All reruns are posted there. If you missed a run or if you just want to rewatch a run, all there at the GSA YouTube channel. Again, drop a sub. Completely free on YouTube. Exclamation point Onyx for some Onyx points. Get to play a free game. Golf Clash, grab some points playing that, and then every 12 hours you can check in, grab some points. 500 points gets you a free sub. We would love it if you use that here at GSA and help support us. But of course, if you want to use it somewhere else, that'd be fine. Totally fine. And we've got exclamation point Legends, GSA Legends. We're teaming up with Beyond the Summit. Mid-November in California. Pretty big stuff. Lots of speed running will be going on. Just saw on Twitter, ZFG be showing off some Ocarina of Time. Into Bowser's now. And again, I mean, LilKirbs, not a whole lot of opportunities left For him to make up time, you gotta have a major mistake here from Chaos. It no longer is down to just simply movement. It's coming down to whoever makes a mistake. Chaos not grabbing that shard. Able to recover this cycle, though. See how LilKirbs can take care of these shards. Again, Chaos having a little trouble with this third one right here. LilKirbs, no problem at all. Having the fourth one. And the fifth one, very clean shards there from LilKirbs. Chaos going for this ram right here. Gets it. And we are going to see a Harriet and Topper fight. Chaos is a Topper first fan. Very controversial, Topper first or Harriet first. Let me know in chat if you are a Topper first person or a Harriet first person. Good dram there from LilKirbs as we head on over to the Harriet Topper fight. See if the philosophy changes here with LilKirbs. And it will as he heads on over for Harriet. Two different philosophies at work right now. LilKirbs taking care of Harriet first, but Chaos taking care of Harriet last before LilKirbs takes care of Harriet first. So as we see Chaos with the secure lead as LilKirbs takes on Topper. Topper just a little bit quicker than Harriet. Good fight there from LilKirbs with that. Chaos rolling out of here at 52:31. We'll see how far behind LilKirbs is still. Last checked about 35 to 36 seconds behind. LilKirbs. Yeah, about 33 seconds behind still. Okay, I was trying to get these rollouts done, but into the Mecha Brutal fight now. And again, Chaos going to need to have a huge mistake here with the Mecha Brutal for LilKirbs to make up that time that's necessary. Having trouble grabbing the Pokio there. Chaos gets that first ground pound in, gets on top of Mecha Brutal exactly how you need to. And gets the second ground pound in as well. Just waiting for this movement here. And, oh no! Chaos taking a fall! Huge opportunity now for LilKirbs. This is going to waste a ton of time. Oh, boys and girls, here we go. LilKirbs needing to secure himself here. This is wasting a ton of time for Chaos. He can't do anything. He has to wait. LilKirbs needs to stay on top. If he can stay on top, and he does. LilKirbs with the huge, oh no, Chaos falling down. Can LilKirbs take the lead here? Heading out of the Mecha Brutal fight. Gets the first ground pound in the second phase. LilKirbs, can he do it? And he does. Oh my goodness, LilKirbs will be heading out of here with the lead. Exactly what he needs to happen just happened. Chaos with the massive mistake. You can't write this. The game has indeed changed. We are not going to be having a sub-hour here at all. But, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in your seatbelts. We have got a race. What a development. Now, LilKirbs, this is a huge thing for LilKirbs. LilKirbs needs to, again, just put his head down and get this done. Chaos also, we've noticed that Chaos, once he makes one mistake, it kind of compiles on itself. So Chaos also needs to kind of clear his head here, because otherwise these mistakes can compile on themselves and LilKirbs can take a more secure lead. Chaos, I mean, Kirbs is not out of the woods here. Chaos can certainly make up time. But Kirbs with the lead. Again, this is exactly like earlier. I mean, we're talking about a 30-second advantage heading into Lost, completely given up by Chaos, taking a death and lost. Exact same scenario. Other than the fact that Chaos didn't take a death here, just a huge mistake with the Mecha Brutal fight. But here we go. Good vectors to start. Not going to need to take a dive. Chaos. Not going to need to take a dive either, it appears. And he won't. Picking up some flowers now. I mean, it's going to come down to the Moon Cave skip for Kirbs. If he can nail it first try, if Chaos has a problem here, it's gonna change things in a big way. And a very quick ground pound from Kirbs. Can he do it? He gets up top. Can he get on the bridge? He does. Wow. I mean, that's a huge thing for Kirbs. The insta ground pound there will give him a slight advantage over Chaos, who also gets Move Cave skip done first try. I mean, the absolute mad lad of a man, LilKirbs, not even taking time to set up that ground pound, just said, I'm going for it, and absolutely nails it first try. The confidence is in this man's hands. Into the Bowser fight. It's gonna come down to consistency. These Bowser fights aren't too difficult, but if Kirbs misses a grab here, or if Chaos misses a grab, it can give either person a huge advantage. Good second cycle here from Kirbs. Chaos grabbing the hat as well, so 2 good second cycles. It's gonna come down to the third cycle. It's really gonna come down to the end here. This will be the comeback of the league if LilKirbs can get this done. Coming back not once, but twice in a single race, down by 30 seconds. And LilKirbs will get the final hits in. Chaos will do the same. Here we go. Last 2 minutes to go. We will not be having a sub hour here, unfortunately. But it will be close. Good movement so far. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Literally just running straight ahead. 2D section coming up. LilKirbs. I mean, I think you got to go with the consistent strat. Don't risk it. Don't do anything risky. As long as you stay consistent, as long as he stays within the boundaries, he'll be fine. Gets the 2D skip. Don't, whoa, couple of head bonks there. Oh boy, and a little bit closer there is Chaos, who gets that 2D section done. LilKirbs taking 2 head bonks in that 2D section. I mean, he's got to get these pillars done. He has to get them done cleanly, otherwise Chaos can grab the lead. It's gonna come down to this. Fireball's out, targeted on that first pillar. Throwing out a last fireball just in case, but he is fine. Second pillar, done. Chaos, very close behind on that second pillar as well. Third pillar down for Kirbs. Chaos on the third pillar as well. Needs to be sure that he doesn't hit any of those falling rocks. Doesn't. Confident in that last fireball. LilKirbs with the comeback of the league will be taking the win with a 101x. Chaos, though, coming up very close behind, showing some great competitive spirit. I mean, these guys are within 5 seconds of each other. Man, Kirbs with the win again. Comeback of the century. We will be talking about this race for a while. What an insane race. Unfortunately, that will be it for me. I will be right back with my friend Late Night Ronnie with some more racing. Tyrone versus MeWe. Tyrone with the huge ability to take that second place spot in the standings. But thank you so much for joining me for this absolutely exhilarating race. We'll be back in just a little bit.